Hello, Eddie.
Are you better off than you were 4 years ago?
Sure. So you're laughing, which leads me to believe, Eddie, that you're not a serious caller. I'm hoping that you'll stay on the line and you'll be able to have a civil and prove to me that you're a semi-intelligent human being. But I'm going to answer your question, even though this is an attempt at a prank call. And I'm hoping that you might change your mind because I'm going to keep you on the line. And I'm hoping that you might be able to have a somewhat civil and semi-intelligent conversation. I don't think you can, but prove me wrong. Am I better than I am 4 years ago? Yes. When Donald Trump left office, we were all locked up in our homes. Everybody, for the most part, losing jobs. People were struggling. They were losing their businesses, and we were losing 3,000 to 5,000 people a day from COVID. So to answer your question, yes, we are much better now than we were 4 years ago. The unemployment, by the way, is lower now than it was before COVID struck. So I know that you called in just based on your Tucker Carlson laugh there at the end of your question. I know that you called in to try to prank me, but can you prove to my listeners, Eddie, if that's your name, that you have an IQ over 20 and you're capable of having a civil now, maybe I'll ask you a question. Let's see if you're smart enough to have a conversation. I don't think you are. Maybe you can prove me wrong for the first time on this show. I don't know. Do you think you were better off 4 years ago than today? I'll ask you your own question. Go ahead, Eddie. I'll give you the opportunity.
Well, I come from a middle-class family.
Why are you laughing? Why you sound like the Joker? Can we have a normal...
I come from a middle-class family,
Eddie,
you know?
you sound... Eddie, I don't care what family you come from, middle class, rich or poor. I answered your question honestly, respectfully. Now I'm asking you, when we were losing 3,000 to 5,000 people a day from COVID, when we had the highest unemployment in decades and decades, highest in our lifetime, we were locked up in our homes. You think we were better off 4 years ago than we were today? Can you please answer that question without the Joker laugh? Can you do that, sir? Or are you not capable of having a semi-intelligent conversation?
Your whole segment is about J.D. Vance.
My whole segment was not about J.D. Vance. I did the first segment for 10 or 15 minutes talking about the event that I went to yesterday. Then I talked about Barack Obama and what Obama said yesterday. And then I did about 3 or 4 minutes talking about J.D. Vance. Now, you're not going to waste my entire segment with your stupidity. You asked me a question. I answered it. And then I asked you the question, and all I heard was a weird Tucker Carlson laugh, and you said you're from a middle-class family. Hey, dummy. Answer the question. Tell me why you think you were better off 4 years ago than today when we were locked up in our homes and we were losing 3,000 to 5,000 people a day from COVID. Answer the question, the Joker. Answer the question.
3,000 to 5,000 people.
Do I have a stutter? Hey, sir, Biden? Do I have a stutter?
You're a dumb.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Ad hominem attacks. Thank you so much, sir. Have a nice day. Hey, dope. The reason why we lost more people under Biden is the economy and where it was left off for Joe Biden. That's what he left Joe Biden, the heart of the pandemic. And I notice also how you couldn't answer the question as to why you were better off 4 years ago today. All we heard was your feminine, weird Tucker Carlson laugh. And you laughed as if somehow it's funny that you're from a middle-class family. I don't even know what that has to do with it. But you proved my point. You're obviously not smart enough to have a civil conversation.